Catalan Dragons, bottom of the table, shake the Warrington Wolves, who are second in the table, to their roots. We have extended highlights coming up from Perpignan of what was truly a memorable game. Let's take a look at the way the sides lined up, beginning with the Dragons. They had Stakul at full-back, then it was Bell, Carlaw, Ragan and Vakary in the centres. Bosk is the skipper and Brent Sherwin is the scrum half. Up front for the Dragons, Fakir, Maguire and Casti, Elima, Muniz and Dallas Johnson. And on the bench, it's Saar, Gisay, Tutsagas and Simon. The coach is Kevin Walters. Now for Warrington, Mathers at full-back, Riley, Griggs, Atkins and Hicks. So no Matt King, he's rested. Breers and Richie Myler. The forwards, Morley, Monaghan and Ben Harrison back at prop. Vinnie Anderson, Louis Anderson out injured. Westwood and Solomona at loose forward. And the bench, it's Carvel, Clark, Cooper and Mitchell. The coach is Tony Smith. Commentary from Barry McDermott, but first, Ben Pro.
Ian Smith is tonight's match referee, and Thomas Bosk gets this round 23 clash underway. Warrington have first use of the football, and it's Ben Harrison playing at prop tonight who takes the ball up first for the Wolves. Good Catalan defence, 3 men in there.
Hold, wait, go. 3.
The Catalan forwards have a big job on tonight. Last week, the Warrington pack dismantled a very physical Wigan set of forwards. Fakir, Casti, Elima, Muniz and Dallas Johnson will need to be at their best tonight if they're going to deny Warrington an easy victory.
First chance of possession for the Catalan Dragons now with Cyril Stakul. Good tackle coming in from Westwood. Wolves won 40 points to 6 back in April. They also took the spoils in last year's historic clash over in Barcelona. Here now is Jamal Fakir in the headband tonight. Stopped 8 metres short of that halfway line. Little flick on the bounce will find Remy Casti, and Casti had to stoop to pick that ball up. And under no real pressure, Catalan Dragons have put themselves under the cosh here.
Perhaps this is the story of the season for Catalan so far. A relatively low-risk play, and the Catalan player turns round and tries to offload it to another player in a worse position. And look at those Warrington fans. Almost 4,000 fans travelled across to the Crusaders a couple of weeks ago. I just wonder how many fans have made the trip across the water.
Here is Atkins for Warrington now. Defence from Carlaw and Maguire. And now Vinnie Anderson replaces his brother Louis tonight in the second row for Warrington. Monaghan. The long pass. Good opportunity this for Warrington, and Griggs got the ball further wide.
10 metres.
Attentive defence coming in from Thomas Bosk. Brings Chris Hicks to the ground. That's Breers, this is Myler. Promising this for Warrington. Solomona with the offload. Atkins, it goes forward off the former Wakefield man. And Catalan Dragons passed that particular test in defence. Ominous signs though for Warrington.
I'm not sure whether Steve Bell took a Warrington player out. I think it was Atkins whilst he was in the action of catching that ball. But again, what Catalan cannot do, they cannot let their mistakes equal points, otherwise Warrington could run rampant tonight.
These two due to meet in the Challenge Cup in a fortnight's time. Semi-final stage, of course. Tonight, though, it's all about the 2 Super League points, and in particular for Warrington, who need to put the pressure back on Wigan, who've opened up a 4-point lead at the top after that win over Hull last night. Last one coming up for Catalan Dragons. Casey Maguire moves in, finds Brent Sherwin, and Sherwin's kick turns the wingman around. Here is Richie Mathers, the fullback. A new 3-year deal signed with Castleford for next year for Mathers. Monaghan. Now Westwood. Need to take on Bosk, gets through that tackle now, taking on Vakary. That's a strong run from Westwood, and the Warrington fans, as you mentioned, Barry, beginning to find their voices.
That was a fantastic run by Ben Westwood. He was absolutely superb last week. A lot of his teammates giving him the praise for the victory last week. They cannot let these forwards run riot, Catalan.
Warrington over halfway. It's now Adrian Morley. Three of them bring him to the ground. Last one coming up for Warrington.
Watch for the kick off Breers to the corner.
Here is Breers. It's a scooped kick. Looking for the post, perhaps. It's going to be too long. Stakul content to let that run dead.
It's on the whistle. Go.
Here is Monaghan for Warrington. Morley. Strong collision there with Ragan.
Go. 2.
Monaghan again. Was wider this time. Picks out Harrison. It's a good offload from Harrison to find Simon Griggs. Griggs in the centres tonight. Matt King rested.
10. Wait. Go.
Ball from Solomona.
That's 4. Move.
Carlo in with the tackle.
10 meters. Go. Good.
Brings Mathers to the ground. There's Breers. Finds Myler, but Myler's coughed it up. Looking to offload the ball before he'd received possession there, Richie Myler, and that's given Catalan Dragons a golden opportunity here. Fakir. Big hit there.
That passage of play could leave you a little bit worried if you're a Warrington fan. Maybe a touch of complacency.
Crossfield kick from Thomas Boss, looking for Bakary. Bacary's picked it up, and Catalan Dragons have the first try in Perpignan. Super League's bottom club against the team running second in the competition. And Frederick Bakary, it's first blood for the Catalan Dragons in Perpignan. Great kick from Thomas Bosch, and Bakary, with his 5th try of the season, puts the Dragons ahead.
Superb execution of this, a forward going tight to the ruck. There's 3-4 defenders around, so there must be a space somewhere. The Warrington players trying to get back in position. Thomas Bosch has a couple of tight options and puts a beautiful kick. And Frederick Bakary just waits for the bounce. There you see he has a couple of options, ties up some Warrington defenders. A nice, perfect bounce, and Hicks can't jolt that ball out the line. Catalan getting off to the perfect start for them.
Bosch. It looked wide and then it came in. The flags go up and Catalan Dragons have the perfect start in Perpignan.
Go.
Maguire now. Drops the ball off for Johnson. Again, 3 Warrington defenders in there.
But they are staying tight to the ruck, Ben. What they're trying to do is tie up those close defenders. Again, coming back to the guts, back to the bigger players. Players like Morley, Solomona, doubling up on their efforts and making them work. And again, there might be some space and joy out wide for them.
Johnson tried to go that way. To the right-hand side, wrapped up though by Harrison. That was Muniz in possession. Maguire picks up again now. Probing run. Last one coming up for Catalan Dragons. Sherwin, Bosch deeper, tried the tactic again, it ricocheted, and Warrington could have some joy here. He's found Chris Hicks. Hicks is quick, and Hicks is away. Chris Hicks is away for Warrington here. This is going to be a magnificent try. They're trying to do all they can in defence. Frederick Bakary comes over, but Chris Hicks from broken play opens Warrington's account in Perpignan. His 20th try of the Super League season. The move broke down for Catalan Dragons and Warrington were ruthless.
It was the same tactic, but this time Monaghan charges the ball down, and at this point you think to yourself, maybe he's took the wrong option, but the acceleration from Chris Hicks, he just pins his ears back and nobody can keep up with him. A fantastic breakaway try from Warrington. The extra focus from that kick, they denied Thomas Bosch the time and space to place that ball from the kick where he wanted. And Chris Hicks gets Warrington right back in this game.
Time back on.
Ben Westwood adds the extras.
Hold. Go.
Warrington looking to launch one from deep here, and Morley's away, tries to flick pass.
Oh, very risky from Morley.
Westwood does brilliantly though, and Griggs is away. Griggs is going to kick ahead for Hicks here. Further than Hicks, though, is Myler, and it's a foot race between Myler and Vakary, and Myler wins it for Warrington. Sensational Warrington try if it's given.
I think he's offside here, Ben. Richie Myler just patrolling that middle section of the pitch. Excellent vision, excellent decision from Griggs, and I would say near on superb execution. Here's the grounding. I don't really have a problem from the grounding. I think he's grounded it. Just watch for Myler. He's just at the top of your screen. Like all good support players. There he is. He's offside. What a shame. That is an excellent piece of rugby league skill.
See the sweat on the brow of Ian Smith. It's a hot night in Perpignan. Offside finally given by Stuart Cummins. The try denied for Richie Myler, and it stays 6 apiece. Setimata Sarr on the floor there, returns after a club suspension. He and Dimitri Pello, following an off-field incident. Pello unable to take his place tonight. That's a great pass from Sherwin to find Carlo, and Carlo will get to the line. Sherwin created an opportunity from nothing there, and Dane Carlo, with his 3rd try of the season, gives Catalan Dragons the lead again in Perpignan. Tries at Hull KR, or tries against Hull KR I should say, tries at St Helens as well, and now his 3rd of Super League 15, an important one after half an hour for the Catalan Dragons.
Well, what a piece of individual brilliance and skill. Skips to the outside, gets his arm free, beautiful offload, a right-sided offload with his right hand, puts Dane Carlo into space, skips to the outside. Watch this, that's top-class skill and execution. Dane Carlo still has a bit to do, and Warrington's mistakes and lack of enthusiasm is just inviting the Catalan Dragons into this game.
Time back on.
Can Thomas Bosch improve that try and give Catalan Dragons restore their 6-point lead? It's an excellent kick. The flags go up and Catalan Dragons ahead again by 6 points. They lead 12-6. Stakul for Vakary. Maybe the Dragons can sense something here. Not the best pass though. That's taken some of the momentum away from this move, and Guise picks up the pieces really.
Hold. Go.
Maguire. This is Sherwin. This time it's a kick. He's looking for Steve Bell. If it stays in and Bell touches down, that's fantastic play from Steve Bell. The vision from Sherwin again to supply it, and Stephen Bell scores another superb Catalan Dragons try in Perpignan.
Another lesson on how to kick, and my God, what would Castleford have done for the skills of Brent Sherlin while he was at the jungle. Outstanding piece of play again. He supplied a pass for Dane Carlo, a kick for Steve Bell, and he shows tremendous awareness of where that sideline is.
And the considerable Warrington presence in this Perpignan crowd gone a little bit quiet. Home fans do go quiet now to assist Bosch's concentration. He's pulled that one just wide of the uprights, but Catalan Dragons have a 10-point lead. It's 16-6 to the Dragons.
Hold. Go.
Oh, great ball back on the inside there. That's a planned move from the Catalan Dragons, and Stakul in space. They've broken the Warrington line. Here is Maguire. The Dragons are in again. Or are they? They're going to go to the video referee again.
Just checking if there's any obstruction in back play, please.
Looking for an obstruction. It was a planned Catalan Dragons move. The ball back on the inside totally unlocked the Warrington defence.
Obstruction. Don't know, mate.
Let's have a look at it again. Cyril Stakul running backwards. He finds a support player. Let's have another look at the replay. Casey Maguire across.
Is it Westwood there?
I think it's Michael Simon, or is it Lee Breers? Are they having a look at Lee Breers?
All eyes on Ian Smith, and the effort is ruled out. Thomas Boss preparing to convert the score.
Go.
From a let-off at one end, Warrington in a great position here at the other. Vinnie Anderson, now Atkins.
3.
Just 5 metres away from that Catalan Dragons line. Kevin Walters will be hugely disappointed if they were to concede a try here, given what's gone on 60 seconds or so ago. Mathers with the pass. It's a flat pass, and Warrington are in at the corner. Chris Hicks squeezes in there. And from being denied a try at one end, Catalan Dragons concede at the other. Chris Hicks with his second try of the game, 21 for the season now, and Warrington have cut the gap to 6 points with the kick to come.
From left to right, Warrington throw this ball. Most of these passes going over the 10-metre distance, and that last one from Mathers is right on the button, and Chris Hicks is in space. All he has to do is stay on the island and get the ball down. Quality rugby league from Warrington, like the champion side they are.
Robert, talk to me. Yeah.
Westwood successful with his first opportunity. It's another good effort, but this time the flags stay not raised.
3. Move, start 10 metres. Hold, go.
Clark again. Is there time for another Warrington try? They've broken through again. It's 5-on-1. They surely will go over here. The legs there. It's Clark who's in. John Clark just motored away. There were 5 who could have scored, and Warrington just cut the Catalan defence to pieces there. John Clark with his first try of the season, and there's more pain inflicted by the Wolves in Perpignan.
Watch this ball from Lee Breers, and a superb take from Grix. And I talked about the shirts in the screen. There were 5 Warrington shirts in the screen. It's John Clark, as he's done all the way through his career, tracking up that middle channel. That's an excellent ball and an excellent take from Grix. Support player supreme. John Clark rolls back the ears and gets the ball back.
Westwood's kick, and we're all locked up. Incredible, really, as the half-time hooter blows. Catalan Dragons, who were ahead for so long in this first half, find themselves pegged back at the break. At half-time, it's Catalan Dragons 16, Warrington 16.